everyone, I'm Joshua Clement, and today I'm going to talk about how to install engineered flooring on your existing subfloor. Now what we're going to have to do is clean up that subfloor really well so that way there's nothing pushing up our new engineered flooring. For this job, you will need some underlayment or padding, a hammer, a pair of pliers, and a staple gun. First thing we need to do is go through and clean our subfloor. That's pulling any staples or nails that are coming out of the wood. Use our pair of pliers to pull out all our staples. And with the nails, if they're designed to hold the floor down, you might want to pull those out and move them over a little bit. If they're just left over from some old flooring, go ahead and pull them. After your floor is all cleaned, go ahead and lay down your foam. You want to take your staple gun and staple down your foam. Pull it tight across there. Staple the other side. And we'll do it the opposite way. Now where the two butt up together, we're just going to put some staples right on the sides to hold them tight together. After that, we're going to start laying our new engineered floor. You want to start by putting the side that has the groove facing out. That way, when you knock in your new pieces, you're using the tongue side to go in there. So we'll put this against our wall. Now we'll take the groove side, put it up at about a 30-degree angle and wiggle it into place and just lay it down. Then we'll take our next piece, do the same thing, only you're going to space it away from the last piece that you installed a little bit. You'll wiggle it down. Now with this seam here, I've gone ahead and cut a piece that has my tongue side on it from the end of one of our boards, and we're going to use that to go to the end of our board and knock this over into place. You want to make sure that you stagger your joints. You don't want one joint right next to another joint. You want them at least 6 to 8 inches apart. If they're further than that, that's great, but you don't want them any closer than that. It's important to leave at least a ½ inch around all your walls. That way, it's protectant against swelling and the floating floor. Thank you all for watching, and good luck with this project.